go get this thing going here. So yeah, this time actually got it properly updated. Sorry for anyone that was here a few moments ago. I didn't mean to start up the wrong version here, but yeah, that patching took a little bit longer than expected, and I think Slobs here was perhaps interfering with its patching or something, because the moment that I turned it off, it's like, hey, patching's done. So who knows? It was taking an unusually long time. So to kind of explain where we are at the moment. So just to kind of cover this again, so last time I was trying to get Jet Jaguar made into a Bard. Now, realistically, I'm not sure why it wasn't coming up. So I was told that the way that it was supposed to go is he's supposed to, let's see, he needs 4 of Mercenary, he needs 4 of, or I think it was 3 Summoner, and then, or no, was it 4 Summoner? I think it was 4 Summoner and then 4 Oracle. So he's got Oracle. I got him up to 4 Summoner, and I got him up to 4 Merc, but it wasn't showing up. So I'm not sure why that is. It could just be something that I'm missing. But either way, this was over the course of some testing over the weekend, so, you know, happens. So we've got our Rodans here. I think we want to go spawn 1 more Rodan before moving into here, just in case one ends up getting lost. You know, just for safety's sake. So let's get that done real quick. Alright. Not to mention it probably wouldn't hurt to have some of the others. Oh, hi there, Mr. Vale. Let's see, half asleep. Jet Jaguar is aboard. Are there new class requirements, or is it the same as base game? I think it was supposed to be the same as base game. He's supposed to be the capped out versions of all the advanced casters. So Oracle is one of them, Summoner is one of them, and for some reason Squire is another one of them. Presumably just because he has to follow them around singing and dancing and all that kind of business. So I'm not sure. It's supposed to be like a mix of new and old kind of situation. Mostly the Bard thing was... I guess it's really more for the buffs in this case. I'm kind of more curious to see how it'll happen, maybe. Ooh, we got a lot of fireballs. Let's go ahead and remove them. Immediately delete fireballs so they stop spawning more fireballs. Alright, get rid of those. I don't know, I'm still keeping that guy around for now. Like, basically the reason I'm keeping this guy around is just in case I need a oil shooter. So there were a couple changes since last time. I don't remember if this was since the last time I streamed this. Let's see, Bardin FFT PS1 was 4 Summoner, 4 Mediator. Do you have the Mediator part? I kinda sorta do. Actually, I might be mixing up Summoner and Mediator, you're right. So it's a Rune Seeker in this one. So you know what, let's go. I know that Merc 4 was added as part of it. So in that case, we might as well take some randos. So let's go ahead and save what little we've already done here. And let's go take some rando fights. So we need 4 Merc, and then again, yeah. Gonna go do other stuff. Let's see, I should probably see if I can pick up a fire shield of some description. I don't think any of them are going to be available just yet. Yeah, there we go. Let's put you over here. Put you here, put you here, put you here. And then for the last one, I think we're gonna... whatever, let's just put another one. Screw it. These guys can just completely curb stomp anything. So, unfortunately, Boko lost his right ability yesterday. Apparently somebody was testing it, and because he's a unique chicken, if somebody tried to use a Lancer to jump off his back, the game would explode. But yeah, by the way, Mr. Vale started working on the project. Got everything set up on the desk here. So gonna have I should be getting the first report on that one out, unless you want it all as one chunk. I actually forgot to ask about that. As I started putting it all together, I'm like, do I send it all at once, or do I just send it by chapter, or? So I just kind of started putting stuff together. But yeah, whichever one's preferred, let me know. So either way, for once though, you can use actual page numbers, right? Man, Gonna be all precise and crap. Come to think of it, nah, that'd be really inconvenient. I was thinking for a second, like, man, I should make it into an excessively complicated spreadsheet. That sounds like a terrible idea. But yeah. Yeah, why is one of them darker than the others? Is he just in the shade right now? That's weird. No, you poisoned my fireball that can infinitely heal itself. What are we gonna do? It's that game where you walk into fields and incinerate kitties. It's very PETA approved, you know. They love it. By the way, how's the volume? So far so decent. Music too low. Looking at my bars, I can't really tell where the music is at this point. The monster hunts become all Rodans? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they're so good! They're so friggin' strong. It's kind of insane how much damage they have. I guess, okay, so I guess it's more just their role, though. Because they're slow as hell, like, especially compared to base game, they are freakishly slow. Like, we're likely to get double turned by everybody. Whatever, I'm just gonna have him sit here and accumulate till he gets his level. Because he should be right on the cusp here. Yeah, he just needs to accumulate for like 5 turns. Yeah, he's getting like 15 to 20, I think it's like 15 to 25 JP that it rolls. So yeah, we should be seeing like 5 to 6 accumulates, and then we can finish up this fight, which is weirdly merciful for this part of the game. Like, especially considering some of the test fights that I was doing, where I was coming in with all kinds of advanced monsters and stuff. I'm not really sure why this one decided to be so nice. But, oh well, not gonna complain. So yeah, we'll do this, we'll do Runeseeker, and yeah, then we should be, hopefully, a Bard. Technically speaking, I don't really know what purpose the Bard would serve right now, because he's kind of doing everything I need him to do. But we'll get around to it, we'll figure it out. I'm sure there's some reason I wanted to do it. It's probably just the buffs. It's like he can put all the buffs in while also healing. So that should be useful. I mean, right now, arguably, Prayer is doing a little bit of a better job, but then also the singing skills don't take any MP, so there's also that. But yeah, I'm kind of curious to see if any of the folks that were doing the no cash challenge might show up today. So what's funny is I thought it would be early on. It seemed like something that would hold up really well as far as showing off some of those little game mechanics, kind of showing just like the little stuff that they tried to do. But it's always funny because by the end of the game, it just completely falls apart, and it's just kind of like whatever you found items for. So normally archers would be really overpowered, except now I haven't used archers in forever because they can do no damage, because they've only, like, the last bows they got were like in-game over a year ago. So it's funny. It's a fun run that weirdly turned into a monster run in my last run there. Like, it's literally just like 2 octopi, a cockatrice, and a cyclops that are just flying around wrecking everything. Everybody else is just sitting back, twiddling their thumbs like, well, I guess we were important at some point. I don't know what we're doing here now, but okay. Let's see, new rule. While your bird is singing, you must also sing Vanilla Ice lyrics. While your dancer dances, you must also do the electric slide. Well, conveniently, I'm not allowed a dancer. Oh, dude! Mr. Cerabow, if you see this, the little piggies, they gotta have dance moves. Make it happen. Make it happen. Either they gotta have dance moves, or the cats. Gotta have, like, Puss in Boots in here or something. Dude. Yes! Yes, that needs to happen. Also, I don't remember any Vanilla Ice lyrics off the top of my head. Not right now, anyway. I'm sure if somebody sang a song or something, I would remember it immediately. Alright, there we go. Let's do a spark here. Continue accumulating, though I can't tell you why it is that the ROMs is so slow lately. I think he just looks comparatively slower or something. See, turn out the lights and I glow. Go Ninja Go. This is the Ninja Turtle run. Yeah, lately most of the lyrics I've been remembering are from what's it, Nano War of Steel that I've been sending you. It's like, riding a mighty lawnmower for revenge. I love it. It's so stupid. It's just the dumbest thing I've seen in ages, and I absolutely love it. Like, for anyone that hasn't seen it, I kid you not, it was like yesterday or the night before, they came out with a song that's just about a guy that finds out he's accidentally dating a gargoyle statue. Oh, man. It's like, is it true love or just a crunch on 12th century French sculptures? It's so good. So good. I'm so glad that exists. It's like so many of the jokes, it's that weird little territory where it's probably more appropriate overseas. It's like every song, it seems like, has that one joke that's like, I can't quite show this to everyone. But anyway. Yeah, I kid you not, like, every one of those songs, I was literally just, like, sitting here in tears, cracking the hell up. Alright, looks like we got 3 or 4 more turns, depending on how we roll. Sit here and accumulate some more. Everybody else can just kind of sit. You know, it's funny, you'd think I'd know more song lyrics. Considering, you know, we watch The Voice all the time. It's like my wife's favorite show. But then again, about 80% of it winds up being country, so I guess there's also that. Because I don't really remember very much country. Actually, that's the weird thing about The Voice, now that I think about it. It's like a show where, as soon as they have everybody's auditions and everything, it seems like they go through and they do editing afterwards, so everybody sounds amazing, but then once everybody's actually had training, they kind of tend to sound like crap. Because they end up going back and they're like, okay, you know, everybody sing their hearts out, do this live show thing, and they have no time to edit it. So just everything seems off, they always sound off pitch, and it probably sounds way better in person. So, like, especially if you're going and you're watching chain marathons of the show, it's like, man, why do they always sound worse in the second half? It's after they've become professionals. Let's see. It's, bonus trivia for the movie right in 1956. It's George Takei's first acting role in the English dub. No kidding. It's the first Toho Kaiju movie in color, and the first one used in the U.S., the U.S. used in Japanese-American voice actors for the dub instead of Chinese-American actors. Oh. So they actually spoke the English. Interesting. Yeah, I never knew George Takei was in Godzilla. So he just basically, like, oh, he got tired of all these monsters coming around destroying Tokyo all the time. He's like, screw it, I'm gonna go to space. Just gonna go hang out with lizard people in Lizard Man heaven. And then he did so. And it was nifty and fancy and everything. Speaking of Star Wars related stuff, how on earth have they still not remade Space Station 13? It's like, if you've never heard of it, it's basically like Clue in space, except everyone's supposed to roleplay their respective jobs, which almost always resulted in all the people playing security as just turning into an authoritarian regime. So you literally watched that movie waiting if he was in it, because I knew he'd done kaiju voice acting and didn't. Wait a minute, he did the voices? How? He did the actual voices for the monsters? Or do you mean like he was just, or yeah, just are we saying just in a kaiju movie? There we go, job level up. Hi, sir. Guess what? Goodbye. Oh, well, I mean that's a problem. Whoops. I forgot he does no damage because he's not damaged. On the plus side, 155 damage, so... So you don't let Fisher Price here, you say Clue in space? There's too many Clue spin-offs already? Yeah, we played this one that was like a little beach house, which was pretty dumb, I gotta say. It's weird, because I had 2 variants. They had one that was a slightly bigger house. That was fun, and then they had another one. It's like, ooh, look, it's like Barbie's beach house or some crap. It's like, hey, would you like to play Clue with like 4 rooms? No. No, it wouldn't, actually. That doesn't exactly give a whole lot of options now, does it? See, he voiced the humans in kaiju. Rodan's voices used a kaiju-based technique that gave us Godzilla's roar too. I thought they used like a metal. Hang on, what was it? Like some kind of bending metal or something put into some kind of echo chamber or some crap. I forget exactly how I think I heard it. Alright, let's change your job. Changing your job. Alright, Rune Seeker. Alright, first of all, I gotta make sure you can use a knife. Second of all, is there such a thing as a fire shield in here? Alright, Ice Shield! Well, I mean, it halves fire damage. It's not a bad idea. Let's see. 2211, what's this one? 18-9, absorbs ice, half fire. You know what? Might as well go for it. At the very least, he doesn't take as much fire damage, so it's something. Alright, and then let's go ahead and give you... where is it? Paralysis Knife. And then we have, like, speed boots or some crap. Let's get you some jumpy boots. Let's give you some... something or other. Anything here make you go faster? Probably not. Oh, not clothes. Not the clothes. I mean, the wizard robe seems like it'd be pretty cozy, so we'll go ahead and give you that. Anything here mess with your speed? No, not really. Get this beret. Or not. Whatever, we'll just leave him like this. That's fine. Let's see. Godzilla's creators loved starting rumors. They made up a story that there was a stagehand who was big like a gorilla, Gojira, and a whale? Ira? They renamed Gojira after him. It wasn't true. Weird. See, lots of weird rumors that they started to mess with reporters. You know what? That reminds me of the of a really weird reference to that I wish had made it the original game. But in one version of New Vegas, which you can actually there's some mods that put it back in. But one of the perks that you take at the very start, the Wild Wasteland thing, is supposed to unlock a bunch of references to stuff all over the place. And so one of them was just like a random gigantic fire-breathing lizard that would show up named Gojira, and apparently people thought it was racist, not an actual reference. Like, oh, you know, they're pronouncing it with a weird accent. Like, no, it's actually a thing, though. But yeah, unfortunately it got cut. I wish it didn't, because that was easily one of the coolest things that Wild Wasteland had to offer. Alright. Let's see, what do we got to do with you here? 400 to 700. You're going to need to be doing a whole lot of stuff. So let's go ahead and do a whole lot of stuff. Did I remember to save? Probably, but let's go ahead and save again. Alright, there we go. Let's put that here. I'm going to bring the chicken along this time because I want him to ride the chicken. So he's going to ride the chicken, and he's also going to petrify petrify all the bombs at the very end, so you can just sit there, do it accumulates over and over and over. In fact, there's no reason to ride the chicken then, so screw that plan, actually. Let's go ahead and just stick all the Rodans in here. Because they're strong, they're so freaking strong. Ah, that is some very generic tasting coffee. I love it. By the way, I think I forgot to mention this earlier. I don't know if but yeah, as soon as the package with the book came in, it was kind of funny because I bring the book over to my desk. She's like, "What, you know, what'd you get?" And I'm like, "Well, apparently the mail delivers books at like 9 p.m." But anyway, she was asking to take a look at it and seemed to like the cover art. So yeah, that kind of thing. Also, I just noticed I screwed this up. Crap. Because he doesn't have the skills I need him to have. I mean, I guess he can walk around and use prayer over and over, or maybe... Alright, whatever. We're just gonna use prayer over and over. It's gonna take a bit longer. It's a good sign, if I'm being honest. Ashen World is my least favorite cover of the bunch, but I have some fans who love it. Yeah, honestly, I like it. I think it sets up the visuals pretty nicely because you got the fire in the background, hang on, you got the flying overhead that does a pretty good job there. Got all distracted thinking about it and took the wrong step. Dang it! No, the fight's all over now. Except it's not at all because, good lord, these guys do so much damage. It's ridiculous. There we go. Nice, freaking 7% or whatever dodge there. Of course they do. Or 10% dodge, I'm sorry. 10% might as well be 100%. See, I say that, like, I'm making fun of the RNG in this, but then, like, Tactics Ogre does the exact same thing. Like, I can't even tell you how many times I've done the Vice fight in that one and got completely screwed because it keeps rolling friggin' 10% parries over and over. Then you go do the Zabos fight, it's like, but you've got rank 2 friggin' deflect, how does... It's only 10%. How do you keep rolling that? And meanwhile, you go and you set up like friggin' rank 8 plus 4 parry on somebody, so they should be having a 60% chance to parry, and it just does nothing ever. Like, come on! I know for a fact you should be rolling this. Actually, I think my favorite one was one of the ones I wrote about on the site there, where it was like maxed out parry rank, maxed out luck, maxed out everything, and then they consistently rolled it, but then it still got incredibly frustrating, because then that one guy showed up with like 97% chance to miss, and he still rolled that 3% and it's a crit or some crap, and it's like, why? But anyway, so, book cover review then. So personally, I really like it, because you got like the fire going on here, you got everybody walking, you got them walking all sadly along the snow there, got the flying overhead to remind you that they can fly, remind you that all the Torn folks are kind of not terribly mobile, and they're probably all sad at not being able to fly. So that's always, you know, gotta have that in there. Right, hang on, let's incinerate this one. Why are you resisting that so bad? Do you have an ice shield? She might have an ice shield. But yeah, personally, I think that's probably like, visually speaking, I would say, of the ones that I've seen so far, I want to say Starling's probably my favorite. This one's probably second. Only because I love, like, dramatic backgrounds. So, yeah. Ooh, she just set up a nice triple burn there. Yeah, there we go. Let's burninate the countryside. Yeah, why are you all resisting this? Yeah, ice shield. Ice shield. By the way, wait, why do you resist it? I think she just wanted to be special. Alright, I just love that that Squires get spears now. And by the way, it sounds like we might potentially be getting an Onion Knight equivalent in the mod. So I don't know the specifics yet, but it sounds like it's coming. Probably should have just gone for a fireball there. Oh well. Got something in my eye. Why is there something in my eyeball? So you hear Sam Sykes' new novel, Seven Blades in Black, is a love letter to Final Fantasy. Keep wondering if anyone has done a love letter to Ogre Battle or the Final Fantasy Tactics. Let's see. Honestly, aside from some really creepy fan art that I saw once and never saw again, actually, yeah, kind of. It's more like they did a visual novel book. Not a visual novel. What am I saying? It was just a book. It was this art book that came with the special edition version of Tactics Ogre back in the day. But yeah, it was neat. Basically, it just was a few dozen artists coming in. They're all given their own renditions of how they view different things in the series and all that. Which is weird, because most of them were kind of like, hey, look, here's all the lady characters. Did you know that we have the lady characters? Because we do. And then it was just basically them drawing them in sexy poses for the most part. But that's... I guess you got to do that. But yeah, that's where you end up seeing, like, for example, there was that article that came out a little while ago, talking about how Matsuno was planning to potentially do another ogre game. That he was saying enough people have been bugging him about it in recent months to potentially cause him to make another one. So was really excited about that. But yeah, like the picture that they ended up using, a lot of people have pointed out, like, man, Kashua's butt's really sticking out there. Like, she's she's really shopping. She's trying to get somebody to pay attention there. But yeah, I love how that's like, so far I've seen that comment come up like 8 times. It's like, as soon as that picture comes up, I was like, there's a lot of butt in that picture, and that's probably one of the more subdued ones. See, Grace of Kings gave me a Major Commercial Black Queen vibe, and it's it's really long, and there are islands and a million characters and lots of biographical reading / War report getaway. Huh. Well, I can't say I've heard of that one, but gonna have to put it on the list to take a little bit of a look. Yeah, as far as the setting, honestly, I haven't seen anything too similar. Like, I'm probably remembering this completely wrong, but the closest I remember seeing to just the overall vibe of it was reading the Redwall series back in the day, and I know I'm probably remembering that wrong, but it was mostly just because of the way that they approached of, like, every single story was just like a random character showing up to go assist the main building in the series in some way. And again, I read it when I was a little kid, so if I'm remembering this completely wrong, like, I've never read the ones after the original author died. I know somebody else stepped in and finished it off and everything, but the way that I remember the books was just like, it's always some character going through some kind of crisis in their life, and then somebody lets them know, like, hey, there's this little church thing. Like, basically, they're constantly under attack by friggin' everybody, but they'll take care of you real good if you go over there and help them out. And they've got all these, all these heroic characters that keep showing up and, doing heroic stuff there. So, good place to go be all awesome and everything, so why don't you go give it a try? And it's always like some random veteran of something or other just living out in the swamp. I think the one particular I'm thinking of is the Badger. He was like book 4 or 5 or something. And they're just like hanging out, shooting stuff in the swamp or something. Just basically being like a Badger version of Shrek with a longbow. and yeah, they just eventually they find their way there, and they have their War of the Week because the place just cannot stop being invaded. I don't remember why exactly even. They just could never catch a break. Just friggin' Redwall always getting completely wrecked on a weekly basis. They're just like, please, can we just live, sir? Can we just live here for a second? Like, no. It's a random snake invasion. Like, random friggin' reptile invasion or some crap. Definitely not recommending Grace of Kings by Ken Liu. It's so long that it's a rough read. Feels like it never ends. Well, that's a bummer. Wonder if by chance... Nah. I don't think it's related to that other book I was ranting on about earlier. I think it was like King's Mercy or something. It was this weird book that was supposed to be a book about like wars and wizards and crap, and then the wizards never did a single thing, and then the rest of it was just like a guy wandering the countryside and then getting laid, and that was about the end of the story. Like, it just nothing really happened as far as I remember. But again, that was one I read ages ago, so I'm probably remembering it completely wrong. It's like, nothing. Probably an important character. Like, do it in a random river, and random shack near a river, and then fall into said river, and then just wind up at the end of the story for a sequel that I don't remember ever finding because this thing popped up in like a used bookstore. But oh well. Again, neither here nor there. It's just one of those random stories. Although, speaking of rough stories, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm just going to say another show ended recently. That was a little rough. Like, really, really rough. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone's seen the memes flying around everywhere, levels of rough. So, no idea what happened there, but, yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that, I think. Just leave that little dumpster fire to itself. So yeah. Let's see, GO2 ended, and then I got a bunch of fan mail from people who said they read Airy and got a to feel better after the ending, and now I'm worried. Yeah, dude, here's the thing. Honest opinion, I don't want to spoil anything. After Season 6, like, here's the thing. After 4 is when they stopped relying entirely on the book material. 5 and 6 are like 50% book material, and it kind of tells. Kind of tells? You can kind of tell, whatever. 7 and 8, they decided, like, they were, like, big, strong writers. They're going to put on their big boy pants and make it all happen themselves. Because apparently they got contracted to go do Star Wars, and they're like, oh man, we got to wrap this up. So that's what they started doing, and oh my goodness, can they not write? So just 6 ends on an amazing note. Okay, Season 6 is just amazing. Better miss that. Okay. So yeah, it might as well be the ending. Just let it be the ending, because yeah, 7's like, it just starts throwing stuff out the window, and then 8, they just completely forget what characters even are. They forget what most of the characters even do. In the case of the ending, they forgot what people even function in what way. Like, a bunch of people have made memes, for example, where one lady's, like, laughing, like, oh yeah, we're gonna go invent democracy, ha ha ha. Their government votes, basically, is that system that she's laughing at. There's a bunch of people that are like, oh man, we're gonna go claim this one island as our own. It's an island full of poisonous butterflies that murder everybody that tries to settle there. Like, it's just like, they completely forgot everything. They completely ignored their setting. They completely threw any and all character arcs completely out the window in a way that I've never seen before. Honestly, the petition to have all of Season 8 redone, that reached 1 million in like 3 days. There were a lot of people really pissed about it. It's easily one of the single dumbest endings I've ever seen. And this is, like, taking into account stuff like The Room existing. So, yeah, it's real bad. So, yeah, I think that about sums that up. Like, again, no spoilers for anyone that's here that has spoilers in mind, but yeah, it's easily just no. Just a hard no on ever recommending any part of 8. Oh, okay, scratch that. There's... Okay, the first... okay, maybe the second episode of 8, like, has some funny moments, but that's about it. See, what makes me nervous about the eerie fan mail was that now those people are going to expect me to know how to wrap up the series well. Like GOT failed them, now I have to finish my series well to make them happy. Okay, here's the thing. If you wanted to reach that level, you would have to have, like, let's say you have Zeph there, pull out a minigun, and suddenly, like, load incendiary rounds into that thing, and then, like, burn down the entire forest where he was hunting or whatever. And then he becomes a zombie, and then... just basically the whole thing with the starlings or whatever, they just like poof. They just disappear. People forget about them entirely. All of the like Reeves folks or whatever, just like poof. Just nobody cares. They're all good now. And yeah, now and then like Kia comes in and like beats him with a book, and that's the end of the story. And then everybody else just kind of magically finds their Disney ending afterwards. That's basically what you'd have to do in order to even come close to how bad it was. Again, they forgot who characters were. it's unbelievably bad how they wrapped it up. Like, it's just baffling. Like, I was never even a massive hardcore fan of it or anything. Honestly, a lot of the battle scenes were some of my favorite parts in it, despite the fact that, you know, they had a lot of moments where they just forgot how armor worked, but whatever. Either way, you know, I was perfectly happy to enjoy the spectacle, but oof, it hurt. Like, even just casually, it hurt to watch. I'd watched, like, just kind of like briefly skim through it earlier, and then last night I watched the entirety of the last episode. Oh no. Again, single worst ending I've ever seen. I mean, a lot of... Okay. One thing that isn't quite a spoiler. To give you an idea of what it was there. So, you remember the Dothraki folks, right? The ones that are, like, on horses with like, the... Not the... Like, they look like backwards Gopeshes. So, yeah, all those guys. Well, all of them die. Here's the thing, though. They deliberately point out all of them die in episode 3. Okay, this is gonna be weird how this is not a spoiler exactly. But they make it a big visual point to show, like, hey, look, they're all dead now. At that point, they suddenly decide, no, wait, they're perfectly fine. They're just, like, I know we just showed them all get super murderized. They're alive now in the next episode, and there's, like, twice as many. At which point, they end up getting wiped out again. At which point, they're just suddenly fine now. There's just even more of them all of a sudden. At which point, like, at the very end, you've got this, like, raider culture that loves to rape and pillage and everything else. Their main role is whoever kills, whoever their leader or whatever, right? So they get, whoever kills them gets to lead them now. They forget about that and decide that that role is dumb now. They just completely forget about that. So they're just like functioning like everybody else all of a sudden. B, nobody ever addresses them in the ending. They're just there. They just like integrate into society. Like, okay, how did that happen exactly? They're like nomadic horse raiders. And they're just like, no, we just like the civilian life now. It's fine. We became farmers. No previous farming experience. We're just farmers now. It's like, okay, if you say so. Again, I don't think it counts as a spoiler when you're trying to point out that it's not worth watching. Legitimately, there are soap operas out there with better writing. Hi there, Zamatux. How am I doing? Currently recovering from seeing the end of Game of Thrones. How about you? Oh, man, she really doesn't want him to get his JP. Good lord. Same here, yeah, that was rough. So we're trying not to throw out any spoilers, so trying to keep everything as vague as possible. Just kind of discussing internal pains. Organs that hurt from seeing that mess, basically. Also, wait a minute, what the hell's going on here? How does he have 4 out of 5 MP? Whatever. I guess he's just locked at 4, but he got 5. So he was trying to think of an example for Grace of Kings to explain why it's not a wreck, but individually on the side cool until he realized they're a million pages long. Let's see. Shark gods floods a city and eat a king. Awesome, but on pages like... Holy crap. Okay, that sounds amazing, but yeah. Huh. Actually, that makes me think of the trailer for Fell Seal. With the land sharks coming out, like wizards summoning land sharks on people. See a giant man with quad pupils who's like a huge ogre. Awesome until you spend a million pages hearing him talk about the soup he likes. Man, okay, I forget what it was. There was this book. That we were forced to read in school. I can't remember what it. Okay, on paper it should have been interesting because it's supposed to be like a fish out of water story. That was like some kid integrating in his new family and all that kind of thing. Wait, what? Narwhal Knights? Dude, what the hell? This sounds metal as hell. What is this? Okay, I know the name. You said the name. I just be like, man, how do you manage to make that boring? Then again, a lot of people have pointed out, like, XCOM EU managed to find a way to make a jet fighter versus UFO boring. So you never know. But, anywho. What was I getting at here? Oh yeah, so if anybody knows the name of this book, let me know. But it was like middle school reading kind of crap. And so this entire book like should have been potentially interesting because it was this kid that basically turns his school into a Home Alone type situation because somebody keeps stealing his lunch, and for some reason he completely flips out and decides, you know what's a good idea? put a bunch of explosives in a friggin' lunchbox. Yeah, this is a beautiful idea. And then later on, his locker explodes because somebody tried to steal a sandwich. You're like, oh man, who'd have done this? Well, I guess it couldn't be the person whose lunchbox this is who rigged it up. It must be somebody else. And so then nothing ever happens. But then the entire plot of the thing is just him complaining to his dad, and then his dad writing back to keep his nose clean. It's like just nothing ever happens aside from that. And then it's 3 books long, for God's sake. But nothing ever happens. Anyway, let's see. So you do it by sticking it into a million pages of complex tax law. That's not a joke. A lot of the book is fantasy tactics. Taxes. Blah. Are you serious? What the hell? Oh man. I wonder if. Oh man, was that in response to GRRM by chance? Okay, it's a funny thing because there was an interview that came out with the guy that wrote Game of Thrones. In which they're like, oh yeah, you know, all these fantasy things are all well and nice, but nobody ever asked what Aragorn's tax policy was. Like, fair point, but also I don't think anyone cares. But anyway, yeah, I can't imagine why they would need to go into taxes there. Alright, let's have everyone else just wait. I think we picked the single most annoying enemy to potentially do this with. Has he even gotten 3 yet? No. He's almost at 3. I mean, we're about halfway there. We might as well just stay the course here. So he could be. No, the protagonist was a tax collector going into it. Just don't know. Huh. Wonder if anybody's made a book like Tyranny by chance. Because that seriously sounds a bit like Tyranny. Like, if you haven't heard of that game, the long and short of it is you're basically your main character is basically somebody that's like a bouncer for a god, more or less. Just like you're basically their agent kind of situation. He's like, okay, look, entire Earth is getting wiped unless like this ends, this ends, this ends, and so the entire thing is like, okay, if I have these, like this civilization wipe out this civilization, that'll fix this problem. But then this problem gets a little bit worse. Like the entire thing is trying to save the universe by completely ruining everyone's lives. It's a really interesting setting. What I'm trying to get at, but keep doing Foresee Fortune. I was gonna just disable her, but I will. That kind of makes me think of that a little bit. I know I'm gonna compare everything to a game. I'm sorry. Though, come to think of it, I probably should pick up one of these things on an audiobook. I've got a couple credits on Audible. I've been meaning. I keep going and looking through the page there. Every time I look through, I'm like, I want to pick up this. I want to pick up this. But hang on, I've only got 2 of them, and then I'll like end up not picking anything. I was talking to my brother about it, and like, you know, I keep looking and I keep not picking anything. He's like, yeah, I do the exact same thing every time. It's just the curse of Audible. Let's see. See, only thing worse than GOT Episode 7 is that Batwoman trailer. Very possible. I haven't seen that trailer yet, but I've seen a lot of people really pissed off about it. Yeah, yeah, that's Episode 6 though. Oh my goodness. You have to. I'll check it out later. It's like I have it on the list of stuff to watch, but I've heard it's pretty bad. I'm assuming it's another one of those ones that's kind of really pandery or something. That seems to be really common lately. Not in a good way either. Like I guess it depends. I guess not in a good way in terms of like it doesn't seem. Oftentimes the attempts seem to be disingenuous lately. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, we need more female characters, but instead it's more like, screw everybody because we gotta have the girl power moments. Yeah, exactly, right there. But, I don't really know if there's a term for that. But I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about there. Like, there was a bit in, what was it, Infinity War there? Or Endgame, rather. Where just kind of out of nowhere they stop the entire movie and they're like, let's teleport all the female characters together. to just all go fight at once, because the one character that can easily sweep everybody else aside just doesn't feel like doing it solo this time. It's like, that's... I guess that's cool and all, but kind of unnecessary. It's like they're easily... what's the lady with the stick gonna do? There's, like, Lady Superman over here, like, freaking Superwoman over here, like, can just basically suplex a god, but she needs help from the one lady with a stick? Like, what's she gonna do? You know? There's no reason for her to be there. Like, but no. We gotta do the thing. Apparently people like it. Alright, now I'm kind of feeling bad for saying that, but I think you know what I mean. I don't mean it from the perspective of, oh man, they shouldn't do that. I just mean, like, it feels disingenuous, you know? They're trying to cash in on it, and it's not coming from them actually wanting to, it's not trying to be inclusive, it's more like it's trying to be that. You know, just that. Whatever that is, that's the thing. Does that make sense? Let's see, almost at the end of the movie, the scene was hilarious. Yeah, it was kind of out of nowhere. It's just like, what are they gonna do? I mean, she friggin', like, kills the guy herself earlier in the movie, so... What help does she need? Like, she's literally just friggin' super beast that can't be stopped. All girls have to stop the fight and take a selfie. Like, it doesn't really make anyone feel empowered. Like, what was the line of that? Like, oh, they're not alone? After their question of, like, how are you gonna go do it all alone? It's like, the first thought going through the head is like, they're practically a god, and they're fine. They can do it by themselves. There's no worry here. There's no stakes. She's just gonna go and do it. Who cares? But, oh well. Let's see. If Endgame and GOT are failing us, somebody's gonna have to buy the rights to Grease of Kings and give us the tax law fantasy we really want to watch. Well, you never know. I mean, Breaking Bad was awesome, and that was a show, like, 80% about chemistry, so you never know. Sure, somebody could make it work. Though, to be fair, Endgame was still awesome. It was just that one moment that was like, but why? Yeah, GOT, though, they just kind of pieced out to go make Star Wars, which, at this point, there's several petitions out there to ban them from making Star Wars. So maybe Disney will actually pay attention for once, because they seem to have the policy lately of just hiring the single worst people they can find to go do things for them, and it's kind of confusing. Like, anybody know what that's actually about? Because it feels like all the time lately, like for their games, they're like, okay, EA has a horrible track record. They've ruined things over and over and over. I have an idea. Let's keep hiring them. You know, let's just renew their contract. I don't see how this can possibly go wrong. And so, like, they keep doing that. Or, for example, for their movies, they've apparently put D&D in charge of friggin' everything. It's just like, apparently they gave them four different movies now, or 4 different shows to run, after they just took that one and just pretty much dove it straight into a cliff. It's like, oh, man. I don't know. You could hire probably just some random film student coming out of school, and they'll do a better job right now. And they'll come in with a lot less bad faith. Almost there. Almost there. I guess the miraculous part about this is that this lady still continues to pay to have her fortune told. Like, yep, I'm really interested what's going to happen here. It's like, well, I foresee a lot of fireballs in your future, but only, you know what, I only see them not coming towards her face if you continue paying. So she's just like, oh, nope, just, here you go, keep paying. Just how about no fireballs in the face, please? I can't really go anywhere. It's like, yes, I foresee you being unable to move for at least 20 more turns. Let's see. Demon movies haven't resonated with me lately. I like Bosch and Prime. Hoping the new Godzilla in a week and half as good, hopefully. I mean, it's not being made here. Hollywood's been having a bit of a weird rut as far as making their TV shows. I would say lately the only TV we've been watching on this end has just been The Voice, which you know, it's nice. The kids love the singing. My wife loves betting on who's gonna win. It's good times. It's fun. Definitely no complaints. But I mean, I like how they just keep at least varying it up and all that kind of thing. I'm usually not a fan of those kinds of shows too much, but you know, it's nice. It's nice. And occasionally they get some interesting remixes of rock songs and stuff like that. So it's good to have. Also, every time I say Bosch now, I'm just gonna hear "In the Name of the Almighty Bosch." For anyone who's never heard that song, just look up Man of War of Steel, Ironmonger. And it's literally just a power ballad of, or like an 80s power metal song about deals at Home Depot. So I forget how that line goes, but the end of one of the choruses is just like, "In the name of the almighty Bosch," and it's just the Bosch logo. That was awesome. Riding a mighty lawnmower for revenge. Love that song. I love it so much. Okay, you gotta level up. But what about your job level up? Did you get your better gerb? Not quite yet. We're gonna need 11 more of those? Somewhere between 5 to 11 more robberies in order to be able to do this. So we're almost there. It's gonna be real annoying if he doesn't unlock Bard after this. Which, by the way, you might be saying, hey, you know, Bard's gonna show up in the job list. It actually won't show up until leaving. So that's always a thing. Man, that has some tasty, tasty coffee. I have no idea why we have a whole bunch of honey stocked up all of a sudden, but man, tasty. I feel like FFT is the game that taught me to grind before MMOs existed. Yeah, I can honestly say I felt the grind more in FFT than I ever did in RuneScape. Like, which is weird because so much of that game is grinding, but man, they found a... Okay, RuneScape's interesting, because they basically found a way to make an MMO that, yes, has grind, but it feels like your job? Like, it feels weirdly appropriate for your character. It's like, I don't know how, they managed to make enjoyable grinding in that game that doesn't have a whole lot to it. Just because the entire setting is supposed to be, like, you're basically like a medieval peasant for the most part. And then just every now and then you go off and you try to do your adventuring and questing thing for your character to make a name for themselves, but unfortunately it never results in riches. Like, I think the most you can ever get from a single quest thing barely covers the supplies you need to actually do it. But I don't know, I always love that particular aspect of that game. Because it's literally like your character's just trying to make a name for themselves. They don't usually expect to make very much of it. There's always dialogue options in almost every quest that you go through. Of like, oh yeah, what's my prize? Am I getting all this good stuff? Like, oh, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. And then by the end of it, they're like, so I'm actually broke. Here's like a hat. Or like in the case of one of them, like, oh, you know, thanks for putting my entire balloon network back together. It's like, oh, so I'm getting paid now, right? Like, I got this jacket. That's pretty cool. You can just come back and I can give you a new one if this one ever breaks. Like, yeah, actually I'm okay with this, because you get to wear a bomber jacket in, like, medieval England. But yeah, it just feels nice, you know? It feels really nice. So, I'm still planning to do, I had started an Ultimate Iron Man run of that friggin' ages ago. I'm still considering to try it. So if anyone wants to see it, let me know, because honestly, I legitimately love that game. If they made an offline version, I would play that. Like, I would absolutely stream an offline version of that game. Because probably the worst part of it is the people. It's just like, occasionally you have people that'll help you out, and they even have an entire... You can swap out your entire magic book and everything else. Because it does kind of like an Ultima-esque system where you need reagents in order to cast anything. Like, your character doesn't really have any innate abilities, is the thing. Like, they can get better at fighting, they can get better at blocking, okay, they can become more accurate, they can become stronger, they can take hits better, and they can block better. Aside from that, they can just kind of, they can climb a little bit better, which lets them run a little bit longer. And I do mean a little bit, like one extra tile. Which one extra tile is like 2 feet. So, yeah, you can get up to 99, and then you can sort of, kind of sprint a little bit consistently. And that's only if you turn your weight to 0 and all that kind of thing. Like, just weird equipment builds is what that game is all about. Like, imagine if you played one vision on this, or like for Tactics Ogre, except you only had one character. Like, it's basically that. So, it's pretty nice. It has a really neat armor system. It has just a lot of neat things. That it seriously just feels like a strategy game that you play with one character. Not to mention the storyline. Well, up until the moment, that they got bought out by another company, and they suddenly tried to become a completely different game, and they tried to become WoW. Up until that moment, it was very, very calm and nice and everything, and it felt very properly subdued. Like, the biggest reward you could ever get is, like, you could eventually get a kingdom, you know? You could, like, oh, you'll get your own kingdom and everything else, and you get there, and it's like a crappy little island with, like, a building on it. They're like, yeah, this is your entire kingdom. There's, like, 3 farming plots. But then it was nice, because then you could go back there, and they could give you herbs every now and then, maybe some crafting materials and stuff like that. Yes! It was Bard! Okay, there we go. There's Bard. Alright. Nameless. Yes. I feel like Nameless is what I want for this boss fight. Because I've already got other stuff. So, let's see. He's already a Rune Seeker. If I change him... Okay, I'm going to have him as a Bard. I think I'm going to keep Spirit abilities, though. Alright, we're going to leave it at that. Let's give you some other abilities here. Does he need magic? No. Although magic does help him out here with his songs, because I think they make them more likely. Okay. Okay, half lightning. Okay, let me go see what other items there are. Because I think I probably want to go battle boots on him. Well, let's go take a look. See what they got in store. Hello there, Seraphim! His nameless song, or as modern translators call it, untitled track. Yes. No audio currently? No! So you're not watching it, you're not audioing it. Alrighty then. Alright. First of all, I'll pick up some Germanus, because I want to have some of them later. Cancel, Sleep and Slow, Half Water Holy, whatever, just pick it up for the hell of it. Enkai, Confusion and Charm, Half Ice and Dark, sure, why not. Paralysis, gets rid of that stuff, sure. Super Evasion, maybe. Don't shake your fist at me. Shake both fists at you! All the fists! Man, I love how, like, one of the parts of that song that I was talking about is just, like, by the power of Black & Decker, and it's just, like, Schwarzenegger there, like, oh. Oh, it's great. I love that song so much. Alright, I think we're gonna be good to go. This equipment should be good for him. I'm gonna go max evasion, I think. Because he doesn't have a shield anymore. Then again, I probably want to change him over... Dang it, if I change him over to the other thing... If I change him over to Oracle, basically... Then he'd be able to do a little bit better. He'd be able to have that shield. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't, you dummy. Alright, whatever. We're just gonna go with this. Yes, that is the new Boko. I forgot you weren't here for last time. But yeah, he is the ultimate chicken. He's the ultimate in chicken technology. He comes with balls. He comes with meteors. He comes with the ability to cure everything. And he comes with a revive. It's quite sucky. Yeah, his revive is like friggin' 40% or something. It's really unreliable, but it exists. So yeah. Basically, Monster Revive is the only real revive that we get. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of going for overwhelming literal firepower. See, Coffee probably already said this, but yeah, White Choco is Boko, and there's also Green and Blue Choco. Shake fists at you! What other ones are hidden in there? Oh, there's like green and blue and stuff. There's all kinds of them. And you know what the best part is? There's, oh yeah, I forgot to change him to, like, Ultimate Rodan or something. Actually, no, let's put Biollante in here. There we go. But yeah, they weren't unused. You actually had to make them. But it's cool. There's actually a green Choco in one of the cutscenes. Like when you go to Gog, you know, the guy with his little chicken ring around at the bottom. That's green now. Exactly. He made the colors happy shake fists at him. They're happy fists. They make thumbs up. Like, wait there, Monster Squad. I know you can't climb so good, despite the fact that you can fly. I'm gonna think that Boko might be amazing here. Oh, dude, if this fight doesn't go well, what I'm gonna do, and by the way, this one always throws me off because everything's backwards. Did I remember to save? I don't remember if I remember to save. Please tell me I remember to save. Save state here just in case I forgot to save. Alright, I'm just gonna go nameless so that he can get himself some re-raise. To your point, there are beige and black dragon palettes unused in the game. There was a dark dragon and a Wodle. Yes. No, stop ruining my speed. It's already god-awful. Haha. Duh. Kiddos are playing nicely. The little rodents here are playing nicely too. Nice. I'm happy with our little rodents. Let's see. I forget if there's anything else. Maybe a skeleton palette. Ooh, skeleton dragon sounds awesome. See, Fantasy needs a lot more beige dragons. I can't imagine why they wouldn't use that model. I don't know. It'd be really cool to have desert dragons and stuff. I always loved that concept. Because there's already, like, bearded dragons and stuff out there. Why can't they just become gigantic? They just got, like, desert dragons that just, like, come out of the dunes, you know? I guess it's just because biologically they wouldn't have anything to eat out there, but still, who cares? Oh my goodness. Biollante has the option for a triple kill here. Let's see, black with pink magenta as a secondary color. Oh, he has the potential for a quadruple kill. Come on! Dude, get all that crap out of here and let me move already. Seriously, can I move yet? Do I get a turn? Thank you. What is making these guys so fast? Is it all these Shershis? With this? Yeah, that's Fizz plus 1. Let's see, you're just evasive. I guess it's just first turn speed. Alright. Whatever. Alright, I think we're gonna speed round this. Let's go ahead and do this. Roar. There we go. Start incinerating them. Yes, they are substantially resistant to this. However, I also will be able to hopefully take them out in just a sec. Let's see. Now I call out when a generic isn't so generic, like knights could be holy knights. It's more like Cherche, like in the saying Cherche Lechem from old mystery novels. Look for the lady. Okay. That's important to me that you know they're special before they randomly do some stasis sword on you. Very handy. So you change the calculator job for the Dark Knight job for Wodle. The sprite looks awesome. That sounds pretty neato. Alright. So we got Bad Breath. This is going to take out one of my own dudes, but that's okay. That's awesome. He's a levitating petrified frog. Oh, I love it. Alright, we got the haste. Are there fell mimes? I haven't seen one yet, but that'd be pretty awesome. Oh, they just do the total opposite of whatever you told them, or whatever last happened? Yeah, they're not having a good time out there. Alright, let's move him here. Hopefully he's not going to do anything too scary. Regen, fine. He's already regenning, but whatever. He can easily take these hits from Gaff. It's just the outside fight that's a problem right now. Like, I can afford to lose one of them. It seems like the Marlboro does the job real good. If he just runs forward, takes out a bunch of them, that'll do it. It's like Holy Knight, but a little bit more focused on defense. Sounds potentially interesting. Alright, let's see. So so the Marlboro disabled 3 of them. Yeah, I think I want to go Summoner for the secondary skill tree. Because then I can just go do a... I can get to the gate, do an AoE revive. Because if I can do that, the Marlboro can just end these guys like nobody's business. Meanwhile, he can only really spin around and use Spark. Come on, re-rise. Yeah, he doesn't have a revive at the moment is the problem. Excuse me while I sing to this lever. If I push this lever, except it's whatever. I'ma push it with my fist. So, let's see. Ideally, we petrify everything out there. You know, actually, that might be an idea. If I have the Marlboro, yeah. If I move all the fireballs up, have them use Spark. I have the Marlboro hit everybody. If he can petrify all of them, that means that that if he can disable most of the rest of the team, then Ramza can take out Gaff. He can basically just win him by attrition, or at least just delay him. Then he can run out, use a Rune Cleanse to kind of bring them all back. That could work. Could work. Let's see. Had to do some weird for the dancers. Half fire ice shields. Coffee might have to change up the strat some. Not quite yet. Actually, right now I already know that they're there. It's there's still plans here. So let's see. Wait a minute. I just noticed he doesn't have Rune Cleanse because he's not a rune dude. Right. Well, that's a problem. Okay, well, probably rip this attempt. The thing is, I have him with the completely wrong class. His Oracle abilities don't really do much good for him. Yeah, those guys will all die of poison, probably. Yeah, they're taking pretty nice, chunky hits. She's already dead. You suck. Okay. Get out of here, Franny. Have some audio. See how it is, only some audio. Alright, well, we got Protect anyway. Alright, that's fine. Don't care about Dark Sword very much. We might theoretically still have the means to win this one, because they don't seem to have spawned in with a whole lot of healing. Okay. That's fine. I need to get that that don't act off of him though. Right. That's not very serious at all. You can just do that same amount of damage. Alright, did we get another nameless? Yes. Ooh, re-raise. Yeah. It's possible. I was wondering if this was possible, and it seems like it is. So you can just go ahead and sit there. Yeah, he's got re-raise on him. So I can just go do self-destruct, re-raise, spark. Ah, that's why I wanted to do this. I knew there was a reason. Alright, let's go here. Oh, but he can't right now. Fudge! Okay, just, go here then. I'll just do that. Yeah, he's alright as far as damage goes. And I got a little bit iffy as far as the start goes. I think this is definitely still doable. Because yeah, if I can do friggin' re-raise self-destruct, it's pretty OP right there. Actually, ideal timing here. He comes back because he should have a half turn. He comes back, gets nameless. You know, potentially gets re-raised, gets his turn. No, he's gonna get his turn instantly, so no. That wouldn't work that way. Like, as far as the outside team, I'm not super worried about it. See, did you add damage and magic reduction for armors? No, but you get more health out of heavy armors. Hi there, Smatal. How's it going? Missed you on the XDiv yesterday. Managed to get through another terror mission there without losing anyone, and we captured the 2 leaders. So I basically went about as perfectly as it could, twice in a row, mind you, because the first time I did that exact thing, we lost Cow that time, because apparently facehuggers are insta kills now. But yeah, then the game crashed like right at the very end. It just soft locked. But then yeah. Let's see, we'll see it on YouTube. Yesterday was extremely rainy. Gotcha. Let's see, unless you count some that have permanent protect or shell. Yeah, them things are neato. Alright, there we go. Shadow Rodan, unfortunately, goes down. Let's see, oil. I mean, if we do oil... Yeah, that could do some stuff. Oil, and then he re-raises, does a spark. No, this could work, yeah. They all got oil. Oh, y'all are boned. Oh, no. Say goodbye to you. Oh, that's slightly mild damage, though. Oh. Okay, that was a bit more disappointing than anticipated, but whatever. That's fine. Let's see. But yeah, no, I was just saying because I think that was the first one that yeah, I haven't seen you there for. I was like, man, where's the Smutal? But yeah, it happens. It's all good. I'm not saying anything. Alright, so yeah, this is definitely winnable. Unfortunately, Biollante there, even if we do win this one, that would be with the loss of Biollante, so we'd have to go make another one. I'm not sure exactly how we'd pull this off yet. Again, I don't remember when I last saved. I have a quick save right at the very start. But if it's before getting barred, I'm just gonna have to do it from that quick save, because this loadout is possible. They got a little bit lucky with their starting attacks. Well, thanks for not loading your ability, jeez. Supposed to get critical quick right there. Let's see, comparing Xeno X Division, how hard do you feel FF Tactics is? That is comparing a baby gate to the Great Wall of China. FFT is pretty easy in a lot of ways. Like base game FFT, I'd say is really really easy because you can just break the game in half. Yeah, no, let's see. I think it's God, what's my quick load key? Because it might be the same as my stream end key. Crap. Alright. If this breaks the stream real quick, then I'll be right back. Come on, don't break it. There we go. Okay, it's good. It's good. So let's go do this again. So go for... Can we curse them from here? Not really. Alright. Gonna go for the Sing. Hopefully he nails the regen again, or nails the haste again. See, hopefully that mod isn't baby easy. No. So with this mod, I would describe it as... Let's see, comparing to Xeno. I would describe it as, like, around Corvette stage difficult up until around Cruiser difficult. So let's say around there, as far as this mod goes. Base game, I would describe it as, like, easy mode, light scouts, with a random battleship in there for, like, 2 battles. Let's put it that way. Let's see, if you know what you're doing, FFT is very easy. There's many ways to break the game. Exactly. Exactly. So, like, if you decided to sit in one fight and just keep getting JP, you could get all of your abilities right away. You could unlock a bunch of advanced classes. You could do all kinds of stuff like that. If you know how the mechanics work, yeah, it'll be pretty easy. If you don't know how they work, it can be pretty difficult for your first time around. It's the same thing as Tactics Ogre PSP in that regard, wherein you have, like, your first time around, it's going to be pretty difficult, and then you learn, like, hey, I can stack for damage doing this. I can disable units entirely using these skills right here. You know, these ones over here combo together to completely wreck stuff. Like, for example, one of the nice ones is just like you just have time magic on everybody, along with like a bard or something like that. So, for example, you have like a bard and a singer in the background. You have the singer going and passively damaging everybody. You have the bard like healing all of your guys and throwing out buffs. You've got your Dragoon completely avoiding damage while being undead flying through the air. Like, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. So you don't, let's see, DW, or dual wield ninjas with martial arts and calculators, some examples, yeah. Okay, calculators at least take some skills, some pretty reasonable skill to use. But then, yeah, once you get dual wield ninjas, it's just like, just run up and delete. It's pretty great. Alright, let's go ahead and go for the spark here. Yeah, might as well just go for the spark. Actually, I should probably focus down one of these guys. Let's see, who takes the most damage? 39, 39, 39... Probably all running ice shields, right? Alright, I think you were the one with the most damage out of you. Oh yeah, and Orlando's funny. They definitely made a mistake with Orlando. Like, well, here's the win button for the entire rest of the game. Just thought you'd like it. We're just going to set it right over here. You just go ahead and enjoy that. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to try to intentionally disable my 2 guys at the front there. Because I want to try something here. Because if I can only get a good roll and disable all their guys while only temporarily harming mine, like, for example, if I get Petrifies off on all of them, and at least a couple of mine make it out. Like, right here, they line themselves perfectly to hit everybody. This is super rare for this to happen, so... Like, there we go. They're petrified, confused. I lost 1, which became a frog. We might be able to fix that. They're confused. That's 3 petrifies, so they're not coming back. They've got 1 attacker left. They've got 1 that's confused that's probably going to attack their own guys. And I've got 1 that I might potentially be able to re-raise. So, let's see. Orlando definitely doesn't make you OP in the mod. He's still good but not broken. Yeah, he's actually just... He uses his skills. He's pretty good with his skills. But yeah, he's not an instant delete. Because, like, original version Orlando... So, this is to Mr. Smoothall here. Original version Orlando. He's just a guy that you got. He's just a guy that you got, like, 3/4 of the way through the game. They're just like, here's this free super character. He is Thunder God Sid. Okay, cool name. It's like your, like, old man, ultra hardcore friggin' Jedi guy that you get. He's just like there in his dark armor and his brown robe and everything. It's looking cool as hell. You know what this guy does? He runs up, he swings a sword in the air, giant sword pops up like this guy's about to do right here. And, yeah. This used to be a free move. It would just do regular physical... I think it was like above physical damage. Like I think it was like MA plus PA or something like that. So it would do above their normal damage. It would heal the user, and it would disable the what? What are you doing? Okay, broke his hat for some reason. Let's see. Try this game unmodded first. Yeah, try it unmodded first, and then like honestly, this mod enhances the vanilla experience. Like for this one, it's literally just like this is all that was good about vanilla while taking out all the exploits. So let's just put it that way. So, yeah, but yeah, vanilla is very breakable. It's still very fun. Like there's a lot of challenge runs you can do for it that are really fun. Like I was really impressed by one run a while ago that was all calculators, a single class challenge specifically. And the funny thing about SCCs is they're essentially a type of challenge wherein you're supposed to only use skills from one particular class, and a lot of the both the exploits and features of this game are the fact that you can cross-class anybody into anything. It's like right here, I have a guy that is half Oracle, half Bard as my main character. Potentially, like, you could bring in skills like, okay, you know, you have them train as a knight for a while, and they learn how to wear armor, so they can slot in one of their abilities, like wear body armor, while also being a caster, while, you know, maybe being a singer, and, like, it's just... You combine all this cool stuff all the time. And to my mind, the best version of this is still in FFTA 2. That game's not for everybody. It's like one of those ones that's like it's just all about the fun, okay? It's honestly that FFTA 2 gives me the same kind of vibe that people got from Harry Potter as kids. Like it's that feeling, you know? It's like here's just this big old world full of wonder. Oh wait, there's a lot of horrifying crap around every corner, but it's still really cool to visit. Anywho. But yeah, so like for example with my character right here, I have a guy that's built to run around throwing out random buffs to himself and some characters in a circle around him. I'm doing this in order to try and speed him up and also to potentially give him, like, he already has the ability to automatically regenerate if something hits him. So he just regenerates a little bit of health every turn. But basically, if I get him nearby one of my monster characters, they get an extra ability, which allows them to burninate the area a bit around them a bit larger. Wait a minute, I just noticed. Okay, Cerabow, quick thing I just noticed. That ability that the Marlboro can have, to turn anybody into another Marlboro, it just turns them into a regular one, right? Actually, wait, now I need a regular one to make that happen. Never mind. I was about to say, if I could potentially do a thing where... Nah, that wouldn't do any good, because, yeah, I need a Marlboro. I was gonna say, if I could potentially mass-produce them or something, that'd have it win. Braxton, what are you doing in there? Come on, leave the kiddos alone. Come here. They don't have anything for you. Come, now. And lay down. Let's see. Make it avoidable, and reduce range, and reduce vertical. Oh, by the way, Zamatox. There's actually a mod, FFTA2 Rebalanced. It's really good. It's kind of like a low-key hard mode for FFTA2, which, comparing the two side by side, I have to say it's more like it's kind of on the level of One Vision there, not in terms of overall depth, because it's not as deep as that mod goes, but in terms of the kinds of stuff that it tries to do, in terms of making the game like balanced. Like difficulty-wise, the original was surprisingly difficult, especially for like, you know, DS RPG and all that. You know, especially a kiddie-looking game. I think a lot of people may have potentially forgotten the fact that the Dragoon mission is more than likely going to be failed your first time around. Ooh, got his proc. But yeah, FFTA2's got some weirdly broken stuff in its vanilla state. But the nice thing is, yeah, FFTA2 Rebalance, like it's a really neat way of rebalancing it. I'm gonna try a DS emulation on this computer. I might be able to pull it off a bit more successfully. The old setup couldn't handle it, so it's possible I might be able to show that off. Because unfortunately I could never complete that run because a few parts in it was just lagging like crazy. There was nothing I could do. See, favorite part of FFT is the idea that liberal arts majors, music bards, theaters, vines, dance, etc. are viable professions during a time of war. But they always are. They're there for propaganda. Like, oh man, you guys come check out all our cool stuff. What are you doing? Stop poison ivying. Well, rip that run. Man, that sucks. We got the triple petrify and everything. Alright, well, let me restart real quick, see if I actually did drop a save before this. I really hope I did. Because I'd love to be able to use that different setup. Also, math majors. Yeah, calculators are busted. So yeah, Smuto, calculators originally are this weird thing where they can use every magic ability that the character has learned from every single class, but they have to specifically apply an equation to how they work. So for example, they have to have a specific height and they have to have a specific level and whatever else, or multiples of 5 or evens and odds, and it's a neat thing, although really, really broken, because you could potentially do a thing where you could infinitely cast the best abilities in the game on every single enemy at once, without any issues whatsoever. So that's a little bit problematic. Just a little bit. Alright, so I like Bard. I'm gonna switch out that secondary ability because I need to have the Summoner. So yeah, I think in, Sing Nameless all the way down, hopefully get Re-Raise and Haste. So yeah, we'll swap out Spirit because it's not really doing us any good here. But yeah, like right here, he needs MP because it's relatively low, so he gets some when he moves. Monster skill, so it gives monsters an extra skill here. Auto regen to recover when he hits. Summon for the sake of using his AoEs. Now, for the sake of this run, I can't have him directly attacking things. So normally summoners are like your big AoE nuking type of thing, but they also have an AoE revive. So I've got, I've got Moogle, I've got Carbuncle. No, I don't. I should get Carbuncle. So I've got the 3 support abilities here. The rest are all attacks, but whatever. Restore MP when terminal. That's worth picking up, at least. Have MP, I can't use, because I have to have monster skill on there at all times. Yeah, remove this one. Technically speaking, one thing I could do is just farm up a bunch more Rodans. Since just walking around causes them to spawn, so I can potentially get more Rodans. Then just sacrifice a bunch of them. It's not worth it. I think it'll be time to do the rounds with snacks and all that kind of business in a moment. Alright, so we're going to put these guys all nice and close here. So 3 of them right there, and then we're going to have Biollante. In fact, you know what? We don't even need these Rodans. That part's fine. We have Boko over here ready to revive them, and then we've got King Caesar ready to come in and do some petrification, and then we split them all up like this. The Summoner isn't as big of a threat as he once was, but man, those Geomancers are a massive threat now. So if we set them up like this... In fact, let's see. King Caesar has 114. What does the chicken have for health? 150? Alright. I'm going to swap those around. Because the cat's got moves for days. Potentially what I can do is we petrify the front. I have the cat run up the back. We have him jump up the walls. Because he can just ignore the walls. So we have him jump up there, drop a poison on Gath. And then try to set up like a 1v1 of cat versus knight. So yeah, we do like cat versus King Caesar. We'll see. Either way, got more interesting use out of the roster now. Don't worry, the fallback is always that same old set everything on fire. But right now we're running Biollante strats. As in, they run forward, he runs forward. They don't run forward anymore. But yeah, I'm gonna probably make the rounds for some snacks after this next attempt. Gotta make sure everybody's all good. Oh, look at Sarah. She decided to come over from Tactics Ogre. She's like, I was an archer. I became a Geomancer now. This is pretty cool. Okay, bye. Okay, that CT save. That should put him in front. Can you disable one of the Geos? Is the question. Alright. So if any of them go down, I'm expecting these ones right here to go down. So So I'm actually going to have him start charging and have him go over here. In fact, no, I might as well just, what's your movement? He's probably got range on him wherever. Actually, what's vertical range on Night Sword? Alright, it won't tell me. So let's move you here. That's probably the closest out of range you can get. Let's put you there. You go for the Petrify on this Geo, please. Funk. And guarded. That's unfortunate. Well, you just wait right there, because you can just take some hits. So they're going to take the initial blunt of brunt of the attack there. Hopefully I can get the bomb into the center there. No vertical for Night Sword? Yeah, more than likely. More than likely. In fact, my best bet might be if they decide to get close, I might as well... If Fairy hasn't hit yet, I might as well drop Self-Destruct in there. Especially if his health gets low. And then, yeah, just spam Self-Destruct. But yeah, if I do Self-Destruct, then he'll be safe from Biollante. So yeah, for anyone who didn't know, Biollante's whole deal here is he essentially comes in and just basically ruins everybody's stats, or statuses. So he has a 25% chance to hit every status in the game at once. So let's see, where's that Fairy at? Alright, I can do it with double Self-Destruct, I think. Not that it would do very much, but whatever, he'll be right back anyway. Yeah, I kind of expected that to kill him, but oh well. Alright, he's back. Oh no, it missed! Well, that sucks. Well, this just got a little bit more interesting. I might have potentially played myself. Oof, okay. It's not very much damage, surprisingly. This actually still works out, because I can potentially get rid of these two. Turn Boko into Marlboro. Kinda wonder what would happen. Okay, let's see. Spit, 64, 64, 64, and 64. Not really worth it. Just go for Bad Breath, and hope it doesn't ruin Boko too hard. He got frogged. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah, this could work. In fact, I probably shouldn't even go for the gate now that I think about it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, go there. Yeah, because he can recover all his stuff here, so just go for the panel there. You can just keep reviving them over and over, they can keep doing all their stuff over and over. Okay, never mind, he found the weakness in my plan. Stole my MPs, the dick! Okay, well... Okay, reset. Let's go reset that real quick. Neato. Alright. So, I'm gonna go make the rounds, check on everybody real quick, change diapers and all that kind of business. So I'm gonna be right back. Let me just go ahead and load this up real quick so we have some nice music playing and all that kind of business. Yeah, I definitely could have played that better. Also, probably should have dropped a save state at the very start of the fight. But that's okay. That's perfectly fine. I remember somehow getting, like, ignore... I think I had ignore hide or something on him one time. And just, like, basically leaving Gafgarian locked behind the gate. I forget exactly how it went. But you can just leave him behind. Alright. Seems like a bad trade-off. Float one height higher, but become vulnerable to wind. See, first time there had a flying chocobo and just flew everyone to one side. That's the way to do it. Gotta be all flippy flappy like. Alright, anyway, so, right back real quick. Oh no, momento, poor flavors. Oh, hello. How's it going? It's okay. Oh, well, I'm back now. Let's go ahead and do this thing. So yeah, I think this build's good. Not really... I didn't think there's really too much to improve on it. I could go Oracle, or not Oracle, could go for the Summoner thing, but I don't think they can use shields, so we'll just go ahead and proceed as we are. Arguably, I could go for some more Bard abilities, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. By the end of this fight, he's going to have enough to pick up at least one more of his abilities. They're pretty cheap. So, yeah, shouldn't be too much of a problem. Now, Mr. Vale, are you still here? Because there was a question that you asked a good long time ago that I thought I'd go ahead and answer real quick, if you happen to be over here still. Figured I'd check that particular situation. Now, let's put King Caesar. Let's put Caesar right up at the front here. 99% asleep, but still here. Okay, so, there was a question you had asked me back when we were doing the Griffin run of Tactics over there. Basically asking, like, what was the actual vanilla balance as far as all those went? I know it's, you know, a bit late, like several months late to answer that particular question. Like, at the time I hadn't, whenever I went back and forth between the two different games, like, I would always get confused as far as who did what exactly. But I forgot how, since I hadn't done a monster run or even used Monsters by Team in a while for vanilla, I forgot how utterly busted they are, just because the AI doesn't know their best trick, which is that you can throw boulders. It's like, it's an innate thing that they can all do. Or at least you could do in the vanilla game. I was taken out in one vision and replaced it with a weapon so that everybody can do it. But it was this funny thing where, wherein, yeah, you could essentially just set yourself in a type of position there where you just set up like a line of octopi on top of a bridge and just like have them chuck boulders forever, just basically turning them into artillery. But what's funny is they tried to go for a particular theme on everything. Like they have cockatrices, which weirdly enough their petrify hits only like 25% of the time. But weirdly enough their stun, like they have a stunning beak move that ends up hitting about 75% of the time. So more than likely you're not using the cockatrice for actual petrification. But they all have the same, that they've got like one kind of racial attack, I guess you could call it, because all the birds have this stunning peck move. But then they all have a breath attack, and then they all have a like bomb attack kind of thing. So their breath attacks, like, okay, they just attack forward 2 tiles, or like their bomb attacks like a cross area where they just do like a big old AoE boom of their same breath attack there. But the funny part is, so Griffins were like the ultra accurate thing that was still relatively beefy. Cockatrices were slightly weaker, but then they were just like, they just pretty much never missed. And then you had your octopi that would hit really hard, but then usually had really sucky accuracy outside of water. You had your dragons, which just, I mean, they kind of just sat there and enjoyed sadness for the most part. It's like they had a really strong tail whip move, but their breath sucked for some reason. They were relatively slow, and like it was bizarre how some of the things went there. Anywho, all right. Let's see. Yeah, if we go here, the revive is currently set on Biollante. Have him self-destruct. The cat moves forward. Hopefully petrify. Yeah, okay. Perfect. So I forgot to do that quick save again, by the way. So the point I was trying to make there is you had asked at the time, like, what differences one vision had made, and so basically it took those same things and just gave them a way longer health bar and no immunities or random things. So, like, for example, things like dragons, or things like what's it? Actually, if we put you right here, you might be able to just disable this guy. Things like dragons or things like golems and whatnot would just be able to just be completely immune to certain types of damage and all that, like mostly physical hits and all that kind of thing. So you had to have dedicated classes to go fight particular units, and it was a whole annoying thing. So instead, you wind up eventually wearing them down. Yes, I know it's kind of out of the blue to bring it up, but just saying. Okay, that is the fastest summoner ever. God dang. I was hoping he'd be able to get shut down, but I forgot the 6-tile rule doesn't apply. Alright, we can still salvage this. with a self-destruct that should hopefully annihilate most of these guys. Or we go for a... let's see, the spark will kill there, kill there, kill that, damage these two. Whereas the self-destruct will potentially annihilate these two, put him down. And also take him out. Yeah, you might as well just go for the self-destruct, actually. Because then if they decide to revive, then there's still options. There we go. Alright, yeah, if we move you up here, you'll be able to do it. So that'll bring all of them back. They should be able to clean up out there, at which point he'll probably have his ability to actually raise them taken away. So that'll bring all of them back. 3 of them appear to be about to take their turns. Perfect. Oh yeah, so the actual point I was trying to get across is there might be community-wide monster runs kind of going on right now. Because that no cash challenge I was trying to get people to do. Well, it turns out monster units are unreasonably overpowered in it. I kind of never really figured to try before for some reason. Ooh, and he even... okay, he somehow blocked that with his knife, don't ask me how. Interesting choice, okay. Actually, no, she'll be able to go finish him off. Yeah, he's got pretty good evasion. He's got a cape on right now. Oh, double critical quick? Did that skull just use CT save? Or was that you? Okay, that was her. I was gonna say. That's impressive. Alright, we're gonna move you here. Incinerate these two. That'll leave 2 left to deal with. Alright, these two are going to try to keep themselves alive. That's going to be their main focus right now. If we lose the cat, he's replaceable. Biollante should be able to finish these two, I hope. Alright, come on, roll them dice. Beautiful, okay. 1 perma-disabled, 1 kinda disabled. Sing, yeah, go for Nameless. So he's gonna try to nail that re-raise on himself. Hopefully his low MP prevents Gaff from doing anything to him. And he should have just enough MP by the time he gets back to be able to save the cat if needed. Biollante should be safe. Ooh! Alright. Perfect. I'm just gonna drop a quick save there in case we get our... it's good. I'm not gonna upload that quick save. Who are we kidding? We're not gonna get RNG screwed at this point. They've got 2 active units, one of whom can't really do anything, because I can heal back all the damage he does. Right now, it's literally just about getting that cat back. Right, you need to take this chick out, please. Because she's over here trying to do some business to him, and I'd really prefer that not to be the case. Alright, Spark Heal. Yeah, as long as he doesn't use Nightblade, the cat will survive. I still kind of think that the vampire cats should have undead innately. Didn't they... Actually, Mr. Cerabow, if you're still here, didn't the vampire cats have innate undead at some point? Alright, so if he just goes for an attack or a Nightblade here, he might have enough to do it. got the don't move off. Alright, yeah, King Caesar's dead. Does your cloak make you immune to dark? No. I don't think so, anyway. Actually, I don't think you can be immune to dark in this mod. I'm not sure. Let's see here. Yeah, no, it's just a 16-16 evade. So you just roll the evasion, that's all. Yeah, the problem is I need to have them circling around here so I can get that revive off. Because there's two that I need back up on their feet right now. Come on, roll to haste. I need at least Biollante back. Right. He can't move. That sucks. That really sucks. Can't believe he rolled a 15% proc on that. Okay, so Biollante's also probably dead. Come on, move. Yeah, if you were such a dingleberry, you killed my dang cat. It's gonna be annoying, because to get another Biollante, I'm gonna have to redo some stuff. Technically speaking, I could skip myself some grinding and just load that quick save I was talking about earlier. So that he doesn't roll that don't move there, because I've already won the fight. What do you guys think? I'm gonna put it up to a vote. I can do play as it lays, and then I have to get a new cat and gotta get a new Biollante. Or we can, or I can just load the quick save and get them back. Okay, I'm gonna give him like 10 seconds on that vote. A little bit of grind never hurts. Okay, that's one vote for Let It Ride. Anyone else? Anyone else? Let's put you there. Like for King Caesar, it's okay. If the don't move wears off, at least within one turn here, then I can at least, you know. Let's go flame you. So I'm gonna go pick up that stuff over there. Alright, so we're just gonna do Let It Ride then. So yeah, there's 2 turns left before Biollante bleeds out. Come on, please say it wore off. Give me haste and let it wear off. Come on. Now that's 3 misses in a row. Come on, wear off. Good, it wore off. He might be able to make it if he hits his haste here. Nope. The hell? He tried again just so he could miss again. Watch him nail it again. Oh, Gaff, you are such a dick. Such a dick. Yeah, so Biollante is just dead now because he nailed a second don't move in a row. Come on. What is that even? Why does that thing still have don't move on it? Right, if he gets haste, I mean, maybe Biollante's so slow that maybe he won't bleed out by then, but God, it's unlikely. save that for now. Put you over here. Probably just do a spark to charge up a little bit. I mean, we've still got all our nice trusty rodents, right? Yeah, nice happy rodents over here, too. There we go, got... Okay. Sure glad he got that haste. Now that he can't move. Yeah, now he rolls the double haste. Ah. Come on, that sucks for Biollante to die like that. Again? He got it again! Okay, that's 3 15% rolls in a row he got with that friggin' thing. Hi, Cerabow. Friggin' Ancient Sword's broken. He's rolled 3 don't moves in a row, so Biollante's dead now. we won the actual fight without any losses, and then he just couldn't revive those 2. Because he's gotten hit with 3 don't moves in a row. Oh god, this chair. I like this chair, but it's a little bit weird. As in, like, the little cushiony part keeps trying to fall off of it. So it's trying to throw me off here. Alright, let's get Rodan in there. So Rodan's just gonna go and slowly overpower him, basically. Sorry, Biollante, we tried. We got really dicked over by RNG, not gonna lie. Gafgarian's here, just like, oh man, I felt real emasculated by these things before, but what is this even? Why do they keep coming back? Doesn't appreciate his singing? I guess. Just keeps stabbing him in the leg like, no, you're not gonna get your blob monster back. That thing just killed off all my dudes. Oh well. He died as he lived. Really, really presumably stinky. Alright, I don't think he's got any kind of... Yeah, I don't think he's really got anything that he can do here. Sit and regen, basically. The nice thing about doing the whole bard thing is you can just take your turn so fast that regen can kind of cure almost anything that comes your way, if you stack your health high enough. He's just sadly singing. No, Biollante died. I don't remember any Vanilla Ice lyrics to go do that thing I was supposed to be doing. See, skeletons with Thunder Soul would wreck here. They probably would, realistically. I mean, Biollante ruined these guys completely. We basically ended the fight in 2 rounds. They completely won with no trouble whatsoever. And, it was a stupid situation where the cat got taken out by... I think like the cat got taken out by a random crit or something. And then Biollante just got... He had 1 health too little. And so the last unit was able to take a confusion swing on him for some reason. Like, of all the things that they decide to do, they decide to attack him. So, they take their confusion swing, they end up hitting him, ends up getting him down, and then still, Ramzo was right there. He was 1 movement away from reviving everybody. He had the MP, he had everything. And then, Gafgarian just comes in with friggin' 3 don't moves in a row. Like, no, you just won't revive them! I'm gonna go out as bitterly as possible. So, you know, standard Gaff being a dick in this fight, as you do. So, is it just that swamp where Marl Bros can spawn? Because I really want to get another one. Yeah, I think this next fight we can do without him, but I really want to... Really want to get another one. Because, honestly, Biollante, like, his friggin' action economy, the fact that he's regularly been going in and taking out, like, 3 or 4 units with every action that he took, yeah, I want that. See, Gap won't be around much longer? No, he won't. Swamp 1 has Tier 1 Marl Bros? Okay. Alright, well, we'll be going back for another one of them. So after this fight, we'll go back for another one. Because there's no way I want to move forward with that one. They're just too good. I've been spoiled by how good they are. Actually, just all the monsters, really. Because, like, the fireballs have that amazing survivability to them. We've got the chicken with their overall utility. Yes, just the one chicken. The other ones don't get mentioned yet. We've got... do we go Blaze or do we go Spark? Yeah, we go Blaze. Someone wanted to do an all Marlboro monster run? Oh, that sounds really fun. Yeah, Wouldn't Chapter 2 be the earliest you can get one, though? At least these guys will be leveled up. Correct, Chapter 2's earliest? Okay. And there's no way to, like, make some, like, put in some cheat code or something to, like, let's say have Ramza have the ability to turn someone into a Marlboro? Just to be able to start making them from Chapter 1? Yeah, unfortunately the cat died. It was, both the cat and, the Marlboro that died. Just one movement away. Just one move, it was right there! He had the MP for it! Got completely dicked over. God, that sucks. Also, hang on, let me adjust the slide a little. Sorry, that was bugging me. It was bugging me how it keeps adjusting its, everything here. Yeah, it sucks. We'll get another kitty, though. I want another kitty, and I want another Marlboro. Both of them had amazing abilities. Because, yeah, the kitties just got buffed, too. They've got poison on their claws, their actual poison ability got replaced with a very accurate hit ability. I think that was happening. I think that happened last time. I can't remember for sure, though. Still, though, like, the cats are awesome now. They're an excellent, like, just, like, isolated strike unit, basically. Marlboros are basically your carpet bombing an area. Like, yeah, the odds of them actually doing one particular thing aren't great, but they might potentially ruin a whole big area like they did here. Like, basically, the Marlboro moved twice and the fight was over. So yeah. Definitely want another one, but these fireballs should be all I need for Zodiac. Gaff? You know what? Screw it. Wait, right, that heals him. This knife heals everything! I forgot everybody's got ice shields now. Ah! Okay. Considering putting that knife away just so he stops healing people. He's got 8 health, Rod. Yeah? Yeah. Gonna self-destruct with that 8 health. Yeah. Should have blazed. Blaze can't be evaded. No, but self-destruct can't be, I don't think it can be evaded either. Yeah, you dick. Friggin' what are you sad about? Kick him in the dick before he dies, come on. I always found it funny how he feels bad about Gaff Garen. Like, dude, that guy betrayed you. Screw him. Just screw that guy. Just curb stomp the balls while he still feels it. Alright, so moving on. Moving on here. Yeah, definitely alternate save for this one just in case we do need those two. I would doubt it, because like most of our boss survivability potential is going to be these guys. I'm expecting just like run forward, alternate self-destruct re-raise kind of situations here. Or maybe even just oil. Hey, these guys still have their oil shot. Yeah, lubricant. So oil plus fireballs maybe. Might be a good idea to do like if we get 5, maybe 2 of these guys, 1 of these guys, and then these 2. Alright, quick thing. It's MA that their fireball scales off of, right? Good behave because OP? Okay. So, because what I'm thinking here is just alternating maybe Nameless and Magic Song. And maybe Last Song. By the way, I know it's not a reference, but I'd love to think that this is a Blind Guardian reference. Fly is one of my favorite songs ever. You can check their help text. I mean, I guess, but that makes me do stuff. Except I gotta leave that menu and go back to this one. That's MA, I think. Yeah, it's almost certainly MA. Yep. So, ability, learn. So we got Magic Song, and then let's see, do we want to go Life Song? I think Angel Song might be more useful because he needs to go for Master Vibes, possibly. Because they can already heal themselves, so if he needs to take time to recharge, he has that. And relearn Runic Persuasion because he lost it last time. Rune might be really good here too, but then he loses his revive. Alright, well, I'll set him up to use his rune stuff later, though. I'm gonna assume for now that we can make it without it, so let's go ahead and drop a quick save right there. We're gonna go 1 Lubricant, 2 Fireballs, 1 Boko, and 1 Singer. 1 backup singer! He's not even the backup singer, he's freaking the lead vocalist here. Lead vocalist coming in with all those fireballs. But yeah, by the way, if you don't know what I was talking about earlier, if you've never heard Fly by Blind Guardian, dude, you are missing out. It's like, the common joke about that song is like, only they could go in and take, like, Peter Pan and turn that into a friggin', like, epic level metal song. It's that good. It's so, so good. It's like it just keeps ramping up and ramping up and ramping up, like turning into a mix of metal and opera by the end, and it's just amazing! Oh, hello, dude with evil mustache. I wonder if you're evil with your evil mustache. Oh, good. It's just a coffee grind. For a second there, I thought an ant might have gone to my coffee. That'd be unacceptable. Check it out, I got a Dragon Ball. And then he turned into a gross blob monster. Seriously, why would you ever want to be this thing? Just go work out if you want to get stronger. What is this? It's like, check it out, I'm the living embodiment of indigestion. Check me out, I'm awesome. I think we'll just probably spam Nameless Song. He's gonna do his bullcrap. Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna go ahead and hope that Azuna can fix that. As the chicken sleeps with his eyes open. Alright. You do that. I think we go ahead and go for a spark here. A, to trigger the regen, and B, to wake up Boko. Beautiful. At which point we can move the fireball up here. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm calling him fireball instead of explosive, it probably would sound really weird if one of my neighbors was walking by the door and they just hear somebody randomly talking about explosives. So, yeah. It's basically that. Yeah, let's move you up here. The other guy should be just fine. He wasn't affected at all. Oh, sweet 90. And that's before the oil. Burninate him. Oh, crap. Well, so much for that. So is this guy just immune to lubricant because he's already so oily? Yes, it works. Okay. Okay, now I just need some good re-raises and everything on everybody. Okay, we got a haste. It's something. Tier 2 Fireball is a bit worthless, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm thinking this little formation here will work out just fine. Especially if he ends up starts getting haste and things like that. Because it seems like we are getting some double turns on this guy. Ew, don't flex. See, Chagozuna will trivialize this fight some. Not necessarily just yet. Because I gotta damage them in order to put that sleep away. And I don't really have a whole lot of healing going on for that side of the team. Ramza can just use regen, but he doesn't really have much going on healing-wise. Alright, let's put you... Do you have Death Sentence? Yeah, we'll just wait with you right now. Blaze won't reach. Okay, I need to form these guys up a little bit, but can't afford to do so right now. Alright, I guess we go for a cure. Now we can, let's see, we do the 70 here. Wait, doesn't he get a new ability? Does he not have a monster ability? No, because he has monster ability. Okay, I see how that works. Yeah, so if he just cures himself, we save that Azuna for now. Just leave him right there. I think this guy had like 4,000 health or something. So we've got a good long ways to go. Just stick right there, sit and regen. Let's see. If we put you right here, hopefully he's gonna go for these fireballs, which are a lot easier to heal. And he hits him with sleep every dang time. See, special monsters aren't affected by the monster skills, only the ones with star abilities. Gotcha. I realize I hit Ramza kind of unintentionally here. Also, wait a minute, I don't have that half-fire situation on him. Gotta remember to do that. that haste killed him. Okay, don't have to worry about it getting Ronza healed right now. That's fine. Right, suddenly I care about getting him healed. I'll worry about the revive next round. Now, he's still got his summons on, right? Yeah, so we can potentially do some stuff there. So, let's move you up here. Continue on with the fireballs. Yeah, this fight is quite a bit more manageable with him in the party. Especially with all this regen and everything else on the team. Though, I'm a little bit surprised why he's not affected by oil. Like, again, this guy just seems like he'd be all about the oil. What's up? No, it's fine. Just give him one of the toys. Okie dokie. Right. Probably could have blazed there. Oh well, that's fine. Alright, let's say Cure, I think. Alright, and if you go here, you should just be able to spark them all back up. Or not, whatever. Fairy, and I'm gonna move him. I'm gonna have to start moving him around so he actually starts changing movement for MP. Weirdly enough, my biggest regret about this fight so far is that we're not going to get all that experience on that third Rodan. It would have been nice to have them here. Would have been nice. But what can you do? Cure yourself, and then gonna have to try to get regens on everyone again. Alright, yeah, let's put you here. Go ahead and go for another spark. He's probably gonna try to teleport because he's gonna panic. Usually tends to. Let's get all the fireballs topped up. Interesting. Okay, I didn't think that would actually count as a melee attack. That works fine. Because even if he kills the chicken here, he's got to revive. Or re-raise, rather. It was like 4,000 health or whatever that this guy had, right? on, give me those re-raises. If any one of those gets re-raise, I'm just gonna let their health drop and let them go self-destruct. I don't know. It depends. Right now, this fireballing thing seems to be doing the trick just fine. Okay, don't fall asleep. Fine. Alright, you just wake him back up without damaging him, please. Because I really need that re-raise back up and going. It wasn't that high. It wasn't? I thought it was 4,000. So what, it's like 2,000, 3,000? Something like that? Also, did Nameless Song's AoE get increased? I remember it being much smaller than that. Ooh. Thank you for the host there, Mr. Cerabow. I appreciate it. There we got one re-raise. Re-raise on the road ahead. Plonk. Plonk, plonk. At least it's the low-level one that we brought along. It's the only reason he's doing slightly less damage. Alright, going for the bio... No. Interesting. Let's put you right here, go for the fire, go for this thing. Not entirely sure why you tried to take out exactly one guy, but whatever works. Whatever floats your boat, man. Seems like your least effective option. So yeah, vanilla 20, he's around 1600. Oh. Oh, so we're almost done then. Because we've easily done like 1500. Like, he's been endlessly pelted this entire time. Like, for friggin' 200 per round. Alright, whatever, let's get that revive up. Boko's just there like, man, guys, can I please stop dying? I keep taking some serious punishment here. It's like that one voice from XCOM 2. Oh, not looking good here. Alright, any haste? No haste, just gotta shell off that one. He did his smartest move of the entire time, he just moved far away. We couldn't get close. Alright, there we go, he's back to his effective move again. Doesn't matter. That matters a little bit. So wait a minute, does he have death sentence and re-raise right now? Yes. So he's got normal living conditions then. Alright. Hopefully he decides to go for that knockout move again, because if he does, then I'm just going to go do the self-destruct there. Go ahead and do it, Zuna. Wasn't quite sure if the stairs would keep everybody would let everybody get healed. That's the only reason I moved the other one. Alright, let's put him here. That should tempt him to do his move. say goodbye, he says, as it becomes irrelevant in a few seconds. Oh, I placed that wrong. Okay, actually, if I can move the other Rodan, then we should still be fine. Ah, no. I needed to move him up one tile so that he could hit Bogo as well. That's not good. Well, hopefully purple guy gets his turn immediately and goes and self-destructs and wins the fight. Nah, he's not within any good range here. Oh, okay. That trivializes that then. Let's go death sentence. Get that death sentence removed. Like, I'm positive we've almost won this. That's why I want to go for the self-destruct. Yeah, his health bar's bottomed out. That's what it was. Oh. Okay, whatever. Fine. Easy boss fight. 0 out of 10, no challenge. Would buy again, but the shipping was too expensive. Makes about as much sense as most reviews on Amazon, to be honest. So yeah, that was fun. That worked out pretty well. If you're looking for a perfect strategy for this fight, there you go. It's like fireballs endlessly while doing this. That worked out really well. I think that match scoring ought to be perfect on Mr. Ramza as well, aka Mr. Jet Jaguar, the Frog Whisperer, or the Whisperer Wild Frog, whichever one it would be. Hi there, Gelwin. You're about to get shanked real good. I've always loved this particular scene. It's like one of the best power plays, like any Matsuno game right here. It's like, oh, that guy's a traitor. What? No, I wasn't. Like, oh, you traitor. I'm so friggin' on this guy's side. I'm gonna shank you right on the spot. It's like, man, that's a nice move right there. Dude eats it pretty hard. He's gonna friggin' need a new scabbard after that. It's like walks outside the doors, starts furiously cleaning off his sword, goes immediately to buy just get a new scabbard made. It's like, well, I ruined it for dramatic effect. All right, so we need a new Biollante and we need a new King Caesar, and then I guess like 6 more Rodans. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, I love how Gultana is clearly, like, in so many ways, he's just like, what's his face? Ronway. Like, even this scene right here, like, with Orlando acting as Lenar and Orlando acting like Ronway, like, they have that almost exact same scene. Especially in, it's basically in Chaos, Chaos Route. Over in TO, it's like the same thing as like, oh man, we're basically losing people all over the place. Quick, let me just, like, I'm gonna go still win this war anyway. Like, what? How? Everyone just died. I'm gonna get a new army. And where do you plan to get this army? Shut up. It's like, don't question my logic. Sway Flame Shield soon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, first things first. We need Kitty Amazing. Alright. Let's see. Are there any story Marlboro fights? Yeah, by the way, purple? Get out of here. Are there any story Marlboro fights coming up? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a quick save right there. And we're gonna reload the swamp until we... Wait. Just noticed I need to pick up train. Let's get train, and let's get rune. Okay, drop that quick save. Head to that swamp. So yeah, we'll get a new Biollante, and we need a new kitty, because I think there's a story kitty coming up. There's that deserter fight. Isn't that deserter fight like one of the next ones here? We're gonna have to play a little bit careful here, so I'm gonna go 3 Rodans and Boko. Boko, Buku, Boso. Just call him Boso, make everyone all pissed. Ruin everybody's sensibilities. Alright, did we roll a Meryl Barrow? So we got ghosts, we got them dealies, and we got a whole lot of disappointment. Neato. Let's go here. Let's go here. Yeah, you know what? I'll just wait for the deserter fight for getting a new cat. I can't think of any vertical maps that we need them for. Oh yeah, so we had the Game of Thrones conversation earlier. I just keep thinking over and over, I want to see like a poster made. We've got like Dany and the 3 dragons, and then you've got, here, let's go ahead and drop a save state here just in case we screw up this fight. So you got the 3 dragons, and then you got like Ramza with his 3 fireballs here. Like, who wins that fight? I'd love to see it. Wait, library could help? What do you mean? What library? What do you mean library could help with kitties? I'm confused. I are the confused! Alright, I'm tempted to pick up a skeleton. So skeletons can't reproduce, right? I think I asked that last time. I'm pretty sure they can't. Let's see, first library battle going down the stairs. Lots of high-level platforms. Is that coming up right now? Ooh, holy crap, you are about to get wrecked. Ruined! Yeah, speaking of ruined, you also got ruined. Yeah, we'll just do that. Yeah, skeletons, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that they can't really reproduce here. If they can't, then I'll probably just wait until... I was kind of thinking until... what's her face? Merlon? What's her face? Like, the Lady Sid, what's her face? Her, like that fight, where she helps you out in the crypts? I was thinking just, like, can easily pick up one of those during the story. Meliadul, there we go. Why do I want to call her Merlon? Like, I think that's the city from Vagrant Story. Ooh, they all breed, huh? Alright, well, let's see... Alright, that's gonna be out of range. I want to get re-raise on everybody before trying to get them. So let's get that monk out of here. It's probably gonna be screwed right quickish. Alright, in that case I will get a skeleton. That's the only reason I haven't gotten them so far. Wait, all normal monsters? So ghosts don't, right? Oh wait, no, you're saying the ones that have stars, right? Please don't. Dang it, anus. Alright. Yeah, let's see. 2 fireballs and a frog kick should do this one in. Ghosts, dragons, Marlboros, piggies, minotaurs. Okay. Alright, so as long as Ramza isn't confused, which it doesn't look like he is... yeah, we should just be able to whack that one real good. That'll drop in a crit. Then we can recruit him. I can do the same for the Skeletor, though... Alright, good. Feels like Train should be named to Capture. This kind of feels more like what they're doing. Don't actually do that. Just a random thought. Ooh. Look at this guy! Okay, you know what? No. Forget hiring the skeleton. That's a thing for another day. That guy can go away. I'm not too concerned about skeletons. Damage split is nice. Being able to, you know, do the damage first, that's even nicer. Hiring this guy, though, it seems like the real play here. Alright. Boko's gonna wait a turn, because I still need him to frog kick this thing. There we go, frog kicked and tamed. Good. So he's on our team, we might be able to get the other one. We'll worry about all that later. There we go, go get Azuna, put him back up on his feet. Skeleton synergizes with Ghost nicely, and vice versa. Okay. Plus also we don't have to worry if they end up, not really bleeding out, more dusting away, I guess. Wait, Undead Ramza? He was? Wait, Marlboros can do Undead? Alright, so I want to recruit that guy, because I want his shield. No. Sit. Hang on, just a moment. Something else here. Alrighty, ever folks, let's continue on here. So, let's see, if you make ROMs undead, skellies and ghosts can buff undead. Well, that sounds handy. Braxton, what are you doing? Just leave it alone, dude. Just leave it alone. Alright, if we go Spark here, that'll heal that guy, but it'll also heal him. That's fine. So, I'm gonna keep rolling... Yeah, just keep rolling odds here, because I need to do a bunch of revives. If he does a Spark here, that should almost ruin that skeleton, but not completely. If it ruins him, whatever. I'm sure one... Okay, whatever. One of those will probably make it back. If they come back, then we'll go and train them. You know, how to train your skeleton and all that business. Oh, crap. He doesn't have his... Okay, he doesn't have his revive anymore. Whatever. Let's just get our dudes back. Don't have to worry about it too much. Okay, Persuade. So yeah, just keep trying to convince this guy to join. Boko is going to have to go work in overtime here. So we've got 2 in that one. Biollante is going to be slower, I think. Oh boy. One moment, please. Alrighty, and back for the time being. Man, gotta love, oh boy. Are we starting again? Hopefully not. Yeah, I gotta love kiddo logic sometimes. I'm like, man, I sure love to eat these things. Man, my brother keeps crawling up and trying to take them. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just sit right here and, like, park myself right next to him over and over. This is gonna be a great idea. Hang on one moment, please. Alright, and back again. Sorry about the back and forth. Alright, so let's go ahead and have this guy take his shield and boot him right the hell out. And then we're going to breed this thing. Man, I'm sure this is a problem that everybody wants to have. Or, well, I mean, I guess it depends, really. It is a thing that I think like 50% of the population would be okay with. They're like, oh yeah, you are randomly being kidnapped to go become breeding stock. Alright. Anyway. I don't remember if we actually have to remove all this stuff, but whatever. Oh my goodness. Please hold on a moment. Alright, we'll just turn off the camera for a bit. Let the kiddos chill out separately. And yes, a random guy that just got spared from a horrible incineratory death, you most certainly just got, essentially picked up, robbed of your shield, and left to live. Be thankful! All we wanted was the shield, not your life. It's like a very official mugging. Alright, so, let's go ahead and delete you. Yes, goodbye. Alright, I need more synonyms for dark. Child, why did... hold on. Okay, attempt 745, and back again. So, I need more synonyms for dark, because we got a whole bunch of different Rodans here. So we got Shadow Rodan, Black Rodan, Ash Rodan. We need more. Let's see. Well, we're gonna have Burnt Rodan, I suppose. Wait. No, just delete it all. Make it what it was before. Yes, that's fine. There you go. You're Burnt Rodan. There we go, Burnt Rodan. Maybe Toasty Rodan? Yeah, we'll go with Toast Rodan. There we go, Toasty Rodan. Yeah, as far as buffing on dead units and all that goes, that's worth looking into. I think I'll look into that probably once we get an Undead Ring. Okay, so let's go try to make a new Biollante. With lots and lots of this. Lots and lots of going back and forth. Now, it's only in Chapter 4 that we start unlocking all of the side quests, right? That feeling he doesn't want to leave. He has this sadness because he has to leave all this fireball stuff that basically gives him infinite health. It's so sad. It's just so sad. Alright, I should make Ramza into anything that can use a shield. So, okay. Bard, all well and good. That's all nice and dandy. I need something with a revive, so immediately Mercenary comes to mind. But something with a revive, and something that, yeah, Summoner can't use shields. If only they had a shield. I mean, technically speaking, Bard kind of has a revive. He has like a pre-revive. So I could theoretically make him into almost anything else. Might be worth going Oracle, maybe. Just because the Oracle has so many shutdown moves, and he's also got Curse. Might be worth exploring. We'll see. Ooh, okay. Got some new Marl Bros. Right, so let's get rid of the tier 1s. Love how we're not even giving them a chance to say anything bad this time. Can't make us feel bad about it if we can just skip it. Do, 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 do. I know, once we have that Marlboro back, we're just gonna start moving forward. So, almost. More fireballs. Get out of here, fireballs. Can we just get these snipped? Like, is that an option? It's like you bring them into the soldier office, like, okay, I need to... I'm basically good getting more of these. Just give a little bit of a snip action on whatever it exactly it is that causes them to produce. Not sure how it works. Not gonna question it. Excuse me. Why are you going after them? Down! Stay there. Man, we were having such a good day of the puppy not going after the rodents here. It was such a good day before that. Oh well, I mean, it's the longest he's been without getting excited by them things. It's okay, little rodents, you're fine. Yes! Got a new Biollante. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 of them. Have Biollante 2 and 3. Let's see, Biduolante maybe. Triolante? Biollante 002? I think that's what we're gonna do. Alright, do we get another one? Yes, we do. Alright, get out of here. So we have 1 replacement. So let's see, you're 12, you're gonna be the breeding stock, 13, you're fine. Do you have a name? You're Toasty Rodan. Alright, let's get into that office and get them renamed. What I am liking about this run so far is it's not causing as much mass reproducing as I was worried about initially. Alright, you're gonna be Biollante. So if we need another one, we've got this one for breeding them. So this is Biollante. Works for me. So we'll pick up our kitty during the trader fight, because I know for a fact there's one there. Gonna keep train on Ramza until then. Again, rolling for this is Ramza can only use support abilities, can only really attack with his knife, and also has to have either train or monster skill as his passive at all times. Just to reiterate. Yes, maximum Rodan action. Alright, it's this one. And that's fine. This should be just fine. Biollante would probably be pretty worthless on this map. Alright, we'll turn the camera back on for the time being, but might randomly have to turn it off. Don't worry about that. Okay. Also, this probably is not exactly what you want to see standing in front of a very, very obviously wooden house. You're like, oh crap, do I really need to be standing on top of this thing? This is extraordinarily flammable. I don't want to be here. Alright, come on, hit that galaxy star. What are you doing? Apparently he's got a battle axe now. Did he just come in with a equip axe? Is that what it is? Okay, Starry Heaven. Ooh, he's a master level mime. That doesn't really help him very much, but whatever. Flash up on his sprint shoes. He's probably going to be a bit more useful than he usually is, to be fair. Yeah, as Ramza just like flies into every single battle. You better not steal my crap. I like to think he just like flies in on every battle, just like doing the God, what was his name? Why am I forgetting? The split. The guy who does the splits. Why am I suddenly forgetting his name? I just had it a second ago. Just like flying in, just like doing splits on two of the fireballs there. Van Damme. There we go. Been watching too much Long War lately. Keep thinking it's gonna be Van Dorn. Braxton, down. Leave them alone. Down. Okay. Alright, come on, slow fireballs. You got this! Eventually you can move! Alright, so we're gonna try to push everybody on one side here. 3 of them can go ahead and incinerate this one. One's going to attack the one on the right, because they're probably just going to attack with that spear again. That way these 3 can get buffed. Somebody must be making tuna salad or something. I'm not sure why it smells that way here. Why does it smell like tuna? Why would anything smell like tuna around here? Weird. It's not a very usual smell. Alright, there we go. So she's gone. Next round, they can go for one of the archers. It's a nice thing about fireballs. They can just stack up on everything because they don't have to worry about their... Wrecked! She's like, yeah, fire! I like it. I should have just gone for a spark, if that's how we were going to do it. Alright, do that nameless. He's going to go for his barrier. Fine. Plump. I'm okay with this. Yeah, I like that Olin has the ability to use something other than a book right now. Alright, we got a re-raise. That'll do quite nicely in case we need to make an explosion happen. He's going for his galaxy stop. Brilliant. All the buffs. Yeah, I think we're gonna advance you to around here. It should give them some nice fireball range. Oh, and that unfortunate bastard got stopped too. There's nothing he's going to be able to do here. In fact, wait a minute. The chemists are gone here. Where are the old chemists? Did this fight get made easier? Oh, the archers are chemists. Okay. I see how it is. Well, that's fine. I needed one of them to burninate in order to heal himself, so that's fine. Not sure what we're going to do about Maria over there. But that's fine. We're going to have options. Alright, so he's going to do about 150. That'll take you out. Do you have re-raise? No. Alright, if I put him here, that'll take out most of her health and take this one out. I should put another one into critical quick, which would allow another self-destruct, because that's non-elemental. Okay, now that still does that. Alright, his self-destruct would do about 130, that would still take him out. If you go here, would your self-destruct be able to reach down there? No. That'd be real nice if it did. In fact, I might have completely screwed this one up. Because now I don't really have a revive. Yeah, I just have Rune. Why the hell do I have Rune on you again? Alright, we'll heal that one up real quick. Alright, which Rodan were you? Because you're probably not making it out of here. Shadow Rodan? Okay. That's unfortunate. Oh well. We've got plenty more. Alright, that'll do 74. Not gonna be quite enough. Alright, there's a small chance I can convince her to maybe join. If the rest of these get a re-raise, I might be able to just self-destruct one of them. Potentially an idea there. He's gonna keep going for Galaxy Stop. If he takes out that Rune Seeker over there, we have a chance. I don't think he will, though. Ruined. Wonder if it's ever explained why exactly he has these abilities. Alright, so he's going to try to just convince her to join. I think we're probably good on our other stuff. Because that way we don't have to do another self-destruct. Okay, it didn't work. Alright. He's going to be within kill range. So we're going to move this one over this way to start dealing with the Rune Seeker down here. Alright, I think that one in the back's the one with re-raise, which means if he ends up getting stabbed, then, okay, then he gets shanked, he ends up moving backwards. Then, yeah, he's the one with re-raise, so he moves up here. Can he aim for that one? No. But he can get himself stabbed, which allows him to do a self-destruct and revive. So that'll take care of her, meaning Ramza can now focus on other things. Yeah, there's a small chance we can do this still. Alright, so what I'm thinking here is if we get one more re-raise, then potentially what we can do is do that same self-destruct trick over and over. Just basically self-destruct and then flame the chick on the left. Hopefully the Geomancer with a spear decides to attack the guy on the bottom. He self-destructs, re-raises, runs up and burninates what's-her-face in the corner. Does she have the range to pull that off, though? Yeah, she's actually just gonna have just enough range to do it, too. Only problem is she might decide to go for Ramza here. Just because he's currently singing, and she didn't. Beautiful. Worked out perfectly. Does this guy ever raise by chance? No, he has float. Alright, Spark won't do a whole lot of good here. Alright, hang on one sec. Alright, so it's probably going to be a little bit quiet for a moment here while stuff and such happens in the background, so we're probably just going to wrap up this fight and call it for today. It's getting a little bit chaotic. A little bit earlier than expected. But again, it happens sometimes. Oh, perfect. Less perfect. Crap. Man, that archer's a dick. He just ruined the whole plan here. Alright, anyway. Back to it. Alright, gotta love that genius move right there. Decides to go for that wish that he completely friggin' whiffed, rather than ending the fight right then and there. Brilliant. Alright, there we go. A little bit more attention than needed, but looks like we made it out with everyone. And yeah, that'll be that for today then. I think that went pretty darn well. Can't really complain whatsoever. Alright, just skip through some plot here as we do. Alright, so that'll be that. We didn't really need Biollante for that one. I think the next one's the Deserter fight, because that's the one where... No, that's on the way back. Because yeah, Imperial Capital, that's the one where they just have a chat, and then we have the Heretic fight, and then on the way back, that's where we have the Deserter fight. And they have a cat with them, so we'll, Then again, the cat fight might be on the way forward. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and remove this one real quick. Just got nowhere to go? Well, you figured out. You're a weird blob monster. I'm sure you'll fit in somewhere. Maybe politics. Anywho, so, go ahead and wrap it up there for today. See ya. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping by.